You totally rock, Squirt! To give you some fin. Noggin. Dude.
When you think about sea turtles, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably Crush and Squirt from Finding Nemo, like in the clip we just saw. Sea turtles are much more than just comedic relief. Specifically, the flatback sea turtle, the one on the left, and the green sea turtle, the one on the right. The flatback sea turtle is in the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Testudines, family Chelonidae, genus Natator, species Natator depressus. They have a very small population distribution, sticking relatively close to the upper coasts of Australia. The data on their population is in deficit, since their population distribution is so limited. It causes the flatback sea turtles to be listed as endangered due to a lack of information. Green sea turtle has a different story, belonging to kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Testudines, family Chelonidae, genus Chelonia, species Chelonia mitis. These turtles have a vast population distribution, being found in tropical and subtropical regions of both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, while also being found in the Indian Ocean. They are also endangered. Two different species do have some similarities, though, being that they both have a 1A mechanism that causes sex to be dependent on temperature, where males are produced at lower temps and females at higher temps.
As seen on the map, the study was conducted off the western coast of Australia, spanning 7 degrees of latitude, 15,000 kilometers of coastline, and 5 different nesting zones. The study focuses on the pivotal temperature and transitional range of the flatback sea turtle and the green sea turtle. Pivotal temperature is the constant temperature that produces an equal number of offspring of each sex, while the transitional range is a range of temperatures that still produce both male and female sea turtles. The scientists hypothesized that the populations breeding in warmer areas will have a higher pivotal temperature and that the populations nesting in higher latitudes will have a larger transitional range. Between 2012 and 2017, 300 eggs were collected from 5 different nesting sites. Eggs were collected within 3 hours of being laid and sent to a lab where they were placed into incubation chambers of varying temperatures. Incubation was done when the hatchling broke out of its shell. Hatchlings were then euthanized and the sex was determined and cataloged.
In the first figure, the data shows the specific temperatures at which a clutch of eggs from either flatback sea turtles, pictured to the right as brown dots, or green sea turtles, pictured as green dots, hatch as exclusively female or male. As the graph moves down the x-axis, which is increasing in temperature, the amount of males hatched decreases significantly. The gray boxes represent the transitional range of temperature, the temperatures at which males and females both hatch from a clutch of eggs. The next set of results analyzes the impact of temperature on the length of time it takes for sea turtles to hatch. The researchers concluded that higher incubation temperatures decrease the time for egg incubation in these sea turtle species. To simulate the natural environment that the eggs would normally grow up in, the temperature of the incubator increased and decreased by 5 degrees Celsius in a sinusoidal pattern. At lower temperatures, incubation periods also varied by more time than at higher temperatures, where the eggs hatched with more consistent timing. Another set of data collected from the experiment describes the development rate of sea turtle embryos and the temperatures that affect this rate. In the study, it was found that the different nesting sites had different maximum embryonic development rates. Not only that, but the temperatures that allowed for the fastest rate of development were not far from the temperatures that outright stopped all development in the turtle eggs. It was also discovered that the eggs for both species could not survive when the incubation temperature hit more than 36 degrees Celsius for more than 5 hours per day. This might have drastic consequences for these turtle species as climate change heats up the planet.
In addition to the disproportionate amount of female turtles born under increased global temperatures, climate change is affecting all species of sea turtles in numerous ways. Habitat loss and destruction is a major obstacle sea turtles face, primarily as a consequence of human activities. As sea levels rise, existing nesting habitat is lost to the flooding coastlines. On these reduced nesting beaches, sand temperatures are on the rise due to increasing average global temperatures. An increase in sand temperatures affects the incubation and hatching timeline, as well as the survivability for many sea turtle species. In addition to the effects of climate change progression, humans are directly destroying remaining nesting habitat through urbanization, sand mining, and water pollution. All sea turtles are centennial or indicator species. They will reflect the health of both the terrestrial and marine ecosystems they are a part of, through their population distribution and the health of the individuals. As part of a mid-trophic level, a change in sea turtle abundance can signal a change in lower trophic level health, often caused by pollutants. Overall, sea turtles have a key role in not only their biodiverse ecosystem, but also in our understanding of the environment's current health status.